Hi everybody, my name is Teresa and I work here at the Montana Raptor Conservation Center in Bozeman, Montana. And today we are going to be talking about owl feathers. Now with me I have Boo. He is our Great Horned Owl Education Ambassador. And Boo is going to be giving us a good example for owls' ability to camouflage. If you look at Boo's back of his tail, the back of his head, you can see lots of striping and spotting. And if he was up in a tree, you probably wouldn't even be able to see him unless you knew exactly where he was, because all those stripes and spots are going to allow him to have excellent camouflage up against a tree, especially by the trunk of a tree. And he also has lots of light colors in his feathers, which are going to be very helpful for the winter months here in Bozeman, because we do end up getting a lot of snow, and having snow in trees will help him to blend in even more. If you get a good look at Boo's feet, you can see that he has feathers all over his toes and his legs. Those feathers are very loose feathers. Yes, he's got lots to say about them. Those feathers are very loose and don't really hold together, but they make more of like a thick coverage, almost kind of like fur. And so those are going to help him to stay in Montana year-round. Basically, he grows his own wool socks to help him stay warm. Owls are amazing at adapting, and they also have excellent silent flight. When they fly, they make little to no noise whatsoever. And these birds are going to have to be really sneaky, because they're often hunting mice and rats and other rodents that have excellent vision or excellent hearing. And so they need to be really, really quiet when they hunt their prey. Also, having silent flight is going to help these birds so that they can hear better while they're flying. So if you're walking around with really noisy pants making swishing sounds, it's going to be harder for you to hear. So the owls having very, very quiet flight is going to allow them to triangulate or pinpoint almost exactly where their prey is walking around. To give you a quick example, I am going to show you the difference between a bald eagle feather and a great horned owl wing, and see if you can decide which one is more quiet than the other. So this is a bald eagle feather. You can see that it is very stiff. It has very stiff edges, and even when I just lightly rub against the feather with my fingers, you can hear it. Now, bald eagles, they kind of sound like giant flying trash bags when they fly, and they don't need to be stealthy. A lot of times they're scavenging on animal carcasses, or they're hunting fish, which they don't need to be sneaky finding them. So go ahead and listen to this feather. Pretty loud, right? So that was a bald eagle feather. Now here is a great horned owl wing. And if I rub against this feather, it makes a lot less noise than the bald eagle feather, because they're very soft. You can see they have kind of frayed ends, and the feathers at the end of an owl's wing have fringe on them. And you can kind of see if it'll zoom, focus in on that. Ooh, maybe I went too close. So you can kind of see the fringe on the edge of the feather. There we go. Kind of looks like eyelashes. It's called fluting or fimbria. And that allows the air to pass through more easily, making owls much more stealthy. So I'm going to go ahead and flap this whole owl wing. Much more quiet. So owls, very stealthy. They're not very waterproof. If a bald eagle feather gets wet, the water just runs right off. But if an owl gets wet, they get very, very soaked. But they don't have to dive into water to catch fish. So they kind of have give and take with their feathers. I hope you enjoyed this video about owl feathers. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Have a great day.